Hello, everyone. My name is ArizenjiTSF, and I am here again with another Ronin's Mind episode. And Ronin's Mind episode 12, that's what it is. And I have a good guest on this show, a good friend of mine. Care to introduce
Hey.
yourself?
Okay, my name is four times death. Just like four times now. I got all the nicknames there.
Yep. You want to tell us a bit about yourself before we begin this episode about the topic that we have today?
Um, I'm a person who can't spell, think, or read. I'm just illiterate. But hey, I'm here in a trash can.
Yeah, we're both are in a this was their idea, by the way, and I went along with it, and it was funny to us, and we're staying with this idea.
We're staying here no matter what.
We was gonna use a dark timeline one, but we'll think about that one next time.
No worry, arson could come another day. All right.
Yes, we'll talk about that another time. So for this topic that we have for this episode is mistakes turned into lessons. And me and Four are no strangers to mistakes.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not. So, the way how I want to break this down is that we will talk about the mistakes that we made, depending on which one we want to talk about, and we'll go into like how we became better after those mistakes and life lessons to come from mistakes in life in general. So, first, the first part is our mistakes. So, you want to go first?
Um, sure. Okay. I have a lot of mistakes, you know. Like, I am not a Cinnabon or anything. Like,
Yep. And while you're doing that, I'm finna begin the music that you told us to have before.
yes, please. But yeah, I made a whole bunch of mistakes. Like, gosh. But the biggest ones, really though, it's recently actually. Like being in a grocery store and stuff like that, and having like, man, I want that bag of chips, but like I'm too broke for that. But like, which
Yep.
leads to different problems. But for me, which I recently did, and I'm very guilty about, I was taking like a whole bunch of play cards, because like like Clash of Clans, gotta get those gems, the gem deals. Like, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to games. All right, listen. But yeah, I took like a whole bunch of them. It's about $1,000 worth, which is crazy. I mean, keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't like a criminal case or anything. Like they were fair about it. It's civil, so I'm off the hook basically. But it did a lot of things in life, But it's kind of my fault too, because I don't push forward in my life. I don't establish it myself.
Right.
But now knowing that, I'm trying to be better and trying to get my life forward,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, greediness can really hurt someone. I'll tell you that.
So one of your prime mistakes from a period of time when you was like working at a grocery store was greed.
This greed, just like
Yeah. So to simplify it for everyone at home, greed is clearly everyone knows what greed is, but sometimes it'd be tempting and stuff like that. Before he's a very interesting character since he goes through a lot of different things and stuff like that, and sometimes he doesn't think too often, but it's funny. But also there are times where he makes some mistakes a lot, and greed is one of them. So greed can be a big deal, especially when he like had a job and stuff like that on the line for that.
I mean, I'm gone from like higher pay.
Huh.
I had to have like not a restraining order. What do you call it? Where you're banned from a place? Trespassing order. There we go.
Okay.
So now I'm in like a lower shop. I mean, it's easier and everything than my old one, but like, oof, like my money. My pockets. I see cobwebs, but
Uh,
it's
oh, poor
but
four.
it's but hey, you gotta learn from your mistakes. Hopefully, it gets better. Oh my gosh.
All right. So after that, after all that you experienced with these mistakes that you've made, how did you turn them into lessons? How did you figure out a way to make yourself better from that particular choice that you made slash mistake? Yeah, and then figure out your way from there.
Hmm. Well, first I was feeling like down. First, I had to like myself more stable, instead of like beating myself up for making mistakes all the time.
Right.
So first, I had to deal with that, and then like second of all, I had to force myself forward because I don't think for myself. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, you told me
But
you're
like,
indecisive, but yeah, like you have a hard
I'm
time
very,
like thinking for yourself since you have ADHD, right, and stuff like that, and you're a
I,
bit dyslexic. You have a bit of like disabilities, a bit.
that's
Like
why I'm in a
not trying to
trash can.
disrespect anybody out there with disabilities, but he, like four has like a few disabilities, which makes his life a bit complicated at times. Like the
No, that's why
most
I'm in a
simplest
trash
thing
can,
can be
bro.
very difficult for him
Oh,
at times.
tell me about it. But I think I do. Yeah, I probably got dementia also, but
You mean dementia?
but dementia probably. But other than that, I'm doing better now. I just started getting my license to start driving soon, so I'm learning to do that, which is a good feeling. I think, hopefully. But yeah, you won't catch me on the news or anything because I actually drive pretty well.
Good, good, good. Let's see. So that was your process during the whole entire situation of your mistakes. You know, you were grieving a bit, but then you forced yourself to become better because you know you want to be better and feel better. And
Yeah, you just gotta think of it like it's another chapter to your life. Think of it chapter. In all the chapters, it's gonna be a problem, but if you go through it, it's always gonna be a good ending, or hopefully.
yep, yeah, I admire that. I'm glad that you're doing a bit better because I remember the last time I talked to you, you wasn't feeling too well and stuff like that. After that, when we talked about it before.
All right, bro. You should have. I was eating Pop Tarts, singing Billie Eilish, petting my cat. Bro, it was a mess.
Yeah,
I can't.
I feel you on that. Well, I'm very happy for you and stuff like that. Well, so since we dabble into your mistakes and your process of becoming better, I guess I'll get into my mistakes. I had to think a few of them. Because I've made quite a few, but they made me better of who I am today, personally. I remember when I was I used to not be a nice person. I used to be a very hateful person. I'm not gonna lie to you. That when I was really young, I was a very hateful
wow.
person towards like a lot of people, and I get like very jealous a good bit a few times, like what people have and stuff like that, a bit, and then I always a bit hate on them a bit for that.
Oh. Was it
So
like everybody or certain people?
a bit with everybody, but then I still had respect for people. I wasn't that mean, but I still was pretty rude.
No, I felt that.
Another mistake of mine was self-doubt, because I feel like I hinder my ability when it comes to a lot of things like that I wanted to do. So first mistake was hating, self-doubt. What's another one that I have? Not speaking up too much. I've always been a quiet person, and I need to learn to not be as quiet as much. Well, clearly nowadays I'm not as quiet, right? But back then I used to be more of a quiet person. And
I mean,
if
it's
I
still
felt like I
pretty
would have
quiet.
spoken up, yeah, I felt like if I would have spoken up by certain things and done certain things, I felt like I would be in a better spot with my confidence and many other stuff that I deal with personally. Right?
Hmm.
So another thing of mine that I want to get into is, what's another mistake? Being someone that I'm not, being someone else than being myself.
Oh, yeah. With
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure
for
everybody's
me,
guilty of that when we try to be that one
yeah.
particular person, but when we're
Uh-huh.
technically better off of being ourselves. Yeah, I'm really guilty of that. Because I'm over here trying to be like someone like so cool, or someone so emo, or someone so like edgy and stuff like that. I was like really back then, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be myself and build off of that from there. So yeah.
Mhm.
So those were my mistakes. Now getting over those. So one being so we're gonna talk about the hateful part. I remember when I was being hateful to a lot of people, and I recognized that it was taking a toll on me personally, because I get hit with a lot of like negative karma for it, since I've been like a hateful type person and stuff like that. So I even said a lot of mean things, and very really messed up things back then, but I'm better now for it. And I've learned that my words have power just as much as action does. So I got to be responsible for what I say and what I do. So I made sure I was like really even level with people. I was nice, made sure I was nicer to people. Even if they weren't nice to me, I'll just leave them alone, because at the end of the day, I don't need to seek for other people's validations. At the end of the
Period.
day.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I got over my hateful part. Stop being mean to others. So treat people how you want to be treated. If I want to be treated with respect, I'll treat you with respect. So basically like that. Self-doubt. I'm still battling with this one to this very day. But the main thing I like to do is do things that I never normally would do. So content creating is a thing that I never thought I would do personally, but I love it. Even though my upload schedule is terrible, I still love doing this. And I always try my best and think of new ideas. I actually get help from other people to help me with new ideas. I'm still thinking big a lot, especially behind the scenes when I'm like trying to do stuff, and hence why it led me to you and having you on this talk segment of mine that I love.
Yeah, in a trash can talking to you about our lives past and regrets.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, because I thought it would be fitting and fun, and it's super fun and easy. I really need to start recording these more often, because these are like very simple things. It's just I'm thinking bigger, and that's the best part I like about this, because it's pushed me to want me to think bigger. And there is a time that I really want to get like most people on the server that we're in, and we'll just have a nice little talk segment together, and that would be cool.
That would be cool, honestly. Like we have a lot of different.
I was even thinking about starting a podcast. Like all of us, like multiple people can like join at any time and talk. I was thinking about that. Talking about like I was gonna call it like Ronin's Dojo, something like that.
Okay, that's
or
cool.
Midnight Scrolls podcast. There we go, something like that. And we'll just talk about life in general and stuff like that. And we talk about like how we're going through shit and many things, because we always love talking to each other, and I feel like it's such a vibe and a cool experience. I feel like we talk about some good stuff, and I want to capture that and show that personality out more. Yeah, but that's besides the point. So back on topic. Pushing myself out of the comfort zone just to make myself better and more self-confident, so that's I don't have too much self-doubt in myself as much as anymore, and it's tremendously way better than it was like years ago. What was another thing that what was the third one?
You're asking the wrong.
Don't worry, I'm gonna remember it. Because I talk about self-hate, self-doubt, because they limit my potential. Oh, being less quiet. Being less quiet.
Oh yeah.
So I speak up more often. For that one, it just takes the right people for me to push me just to like speak up more. And I still am quiet, but it doesn't take me as long to warm up to people. And I speak more often now. So when it comes to maybe socializing and stuff like that, I can socialize pretty well. I'm good at probably like starting a conversation if I need help with something, or if I'm lost or have a certain question, or I'm stuck on or if I have an idea but I want to talk to someone like really like close to me and see how they would think about it, that sort of thing. Yeah, I fix that a lot, so I can be a talker anytime, especially when it comes to like working together on something. I am very good at communicating. I can communicate really, really well. I can do that with ease. That is not an issue with me. In school it was, but outside world, I feel like I can do it with ease, to be honest, since I've been hit with it a lot in school, like very much. So yeah, everything was a process just to work my way up to where I am today. And I'm still learning.
Same.
Another mistake is that me and you both agreed on is being someone else that we're not meant to be. That we always trying to be that one cool person, that one edgelord, yada yada. You know the gist, right?
Not that specifically.
I know, but like there are times that people like want to play like that certain character and stuff like that.
For me, it was mostly like helping. As in like, oh, I'd be that one person like you could lean on me, right? But like the type of leaning you want me to, it's like horrible, you know? Like, oh, you know, I need you to like pass me that bag in the back of the classroom, whatever. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the dog. I am the golden retriever. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to change
You're the
that,
golden retriever. Okay.
Like,
that's
no,
good,
I have my own life too. So now that's why I'm so sassy.
Yeah, you're 50-50 because it depends on your social battery, and you do have mood swings at times. So there are times it's just out of your control, and that's just how you feel. Yeah. For me personally, how I got over it is just that I stopped chasing after needless dreams that doesn't really benefit me when it's not possible to achieve if it doesn't suit me as a person. So after a while, I started like letting go of certain things and growing, and became more and more different. And the more different I became, the better I felt. And that's how I developed this persona of mine that I am a Ronin. I have no master, and I like to be a student but teacher to all as well. And people might say, well, that's you playing a character. Well, not really, because it's my ideology of how I feel. And plus, I have this book. I have the book called the 5 Rings, and I love that book to death. I still have it with me to this very day. And I read it, and I love every second of it. And it teaches you a lot about life in general and how to wield a sword and stuff like that, which is cool.
Bro, it's your ninja way.
I'm a Ronin samurai way. Ninja way is completely different.
I know. It's a Naruto reference.
Yeah, I know. It's a Naruto reference. I got it.
Let me be a weeboo, okay?
You can 100% be as much of the weeble you want. It's your life. You do what you want, and you live how you like. You see fit, and you have fun with it.
And that's why I'm in a dumpster.
One of these days, I'm gonna put an announcement in the chat and see if anyone wanted to join me on that idea of doing a podcast together.
No, I would definitely. Oh, you know, like how many crackheads?
Because I can even stream this on Twitch, and it still would be fine. It's easy to do that. I might do podcasts on Twitch a lot more, and then download the VOD and then upload it on my YouTube channel. That's what I probably should do. That'd be an easier way to get back into the groove of doing Twitch. I might start doing that, and the gameplays and all that stuff, I might leave that to me, just recording that more often.
I see.
Because I'm not gonna lie, trying to play for 3 hours straight with like little to no audience and trying my best to keep up with the conversation is really difficult for me personally. So I was thinking about that. See, learning through mistakes and like developing more things. You see how mistakes turn into lessons? See?
Yes. You gotta learn.
Yeah.
Learn.
I feel like we dabble into this topic really, really quickly, and it's probably gonna be maybe a short video because it's really not much to talk about. Because all you have to do is take a mistake that you made and turn it into a lesson. And the main thing you do that is you learn. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
You gotta try to achieve better. You can be.
Is there any wisdom you would give to people before we probably wrap things up? I don't want to make it too long of an episode. I might want to like get this out. Probably, I can upload this definitely tomorrow.
Me.
Just any wisdom in general.
Okay. Look, even if you make mistakes, do not press yourself too hard. All right, because it's pointless. What's the point of making yourself sad if you become happier, or try to at least? Because I know like it's hard, like depression and all. Just go for it, because like you can achieve much more than just being sad. Trust me.
So don't be hard on yourself over the mistakes you made. All you have to do is learn from it and become better. It's not the end of the world.
It's just another chapter to.
There's always a better future for you tomorrow. So remember that. All right. This was a bit of a quick recording but I'm still so happy to have you on. And I would love to do more with you. And we should definitely do a podcast together. 100% would love it.
Definitely. Who's just that allowed?
All right. Well, this has been episode 12, Ronin's Mind. Mistakes turn into lessons. This was a great experience. I loved this, and this is a good way of getting back into the mix of things, and truly love it. I will see you all later, my fellow Ronins. Say bye for.
Bye.